Hey, Soul Fam. Okay, so I'm a little confused. Look at my fluffies. Look at these little fluffies. That's so funny. Makes me think of Stuart Little. Um, my computer says that it's 12:02, and I think it's set for California time. I don't know why. Um, because I tried to set it last time at 1 o'clock, and it didn't show up either. So um, I've had people calling and saying, "Hey, are you going live?" And I am. I'm here. So I'm just going to give you guys a few minutes, a couple seconds to come on. I'm wondering if I need to turn my radio up a little bit because it did say going. It's annoying because it said going live at. Oh, there's somebody there. Hi. Okay. I decided to change directions, and I thought that if I put my laptop this way, I wouldn't be blinded by the light, and maybe you guys could see a little bit better, or I could see a little bit better. I don't know which way is preferable. Um, oh my goddess! Every time I start, Bea needs to come up. Okay, out you go. Alrighty, hi Breezer. Morning from Australia. How very cool is that? Good afternoon from Sedona. That's very cool. All right, so today I'm gonna light my incense. I've got my notebook this time so I can write down who it is that wants a message for later. Would you like a message for later? I should write it down while I've got you on here. I think I still need a freaking pair of sunglasses. Uh-oh. People are looking. So I went live a second ago and then I canceled it. So I hope I'm on right now. You would love one? Okay, so Breezer, let's put one out. Breezer. People are taking a while to get on here today. So I'm not going to wait for too much longer. All right. Wow, I've got notes to myself all the way through this thing. So okay, Breezer. Hi, monkey. All right. I got you down right there. Okay, so items to choose from today. First of all, let me turn this radio up a little bit. I have to be careful because I heard the radio. I heard the radio in the reading last week, and that's not allowed. YouTube won't allow that, so I have to be careful. So, okay. So I was feeling a little something hit me. I picked up a deck. I had my decks already chosen. And then I picked up this deck and I opened it up, and it was the lion, the message from the lion. Hi, Julie. And I was just saying that I already had my items to choose from. I already had the decks chosen, and I went into my I don't know. I went into my all of my decks and I picked up this deck, which I wasn't one I chose, and so I was wondering if I should use this deck. I decided to bring it out. I'm winging it here. I'm just going by intuition right now, and the first thing that came out was lion, and the lion was talking about, you're strong and you're courageous and you're a leader, and if you're feeling the need, if you're not feeling that, or you're feeling like you need help, call upon the courage of the lion. And then the next one that opened up to me was the panther, and that's my spiritual twin and I. And it talked about an old soul walking with confidence in and grace in the world, someone who has power from beyond this world, and focus on what you really want and what you really want to create. And if you're feeling lonely, and that made me feel lonely, it made me really sad all of a sudden, because my spiritual twin is the Black Panther, and so am I. And we haven't seen each other in going on 6 years now. Haven't been together in almost 11, 10. So I went into the bathroom to wash my hands really quick and make sure everything was ready, and I saw this bracelet that I picked up, and it's a freshwater pearl. It's pinky, and it made me think of my mom. My mom was always pearls, and so I went into the into my jewelry room. I have a little room that's in my closet. It's all full of all my jewelry and stuff and all my stuffed animals. I'll explain that in a second. And I got my mom's necklace because I was feeling sad. I was feeling lonely. And I put my mom's necklace on. And then I changed my earrings. I did a whole wardrobe change because I was calling upon my mom to help me. So I'm going to leave this deck here. I said these things. I don't know. There's reasons why. I did something. I felt something, and I needed the connection, and I needed my mother's in spirit. So when I wear these, it's bringing me closer to her. And so I thought, do I change the items that I chose for us? I don't know yet. I'm gonna do our clearing. I'm gonna clear my energy as well, and then I'm gonna ask if I change the items that I chose for us. So I wrote down Breezer's name. She wants a message afterwards. So if you want one too, Julie, let me know, and I will write you down. But here, let's clear our energy. I definitely need to clear mine. I think that radio might be too loud. Okay, so I was told to stick with what I had chosen. Hi, Sean. But I'm going to show you what when I went to when I felt sad, when I felt lonely, when I felt like I wanted to connect. I went into my closet to change all my my earrings and everything. And what I saw was this little stuffed bear, and she's holding on to a star. And I got, this is me, Mama Bear Protection. This is me, California Bear. And then this little silver wolf with blue eyes. They're different, but they look like quite a couple, don't they? This is the love of my life and myself. And I thought about it. Brings a sense of comfort. I have a whole thing that I want to create, a program, like a meditation, inner child healing, and it has to do with the stuffed animals. So that's why I have them in my closet. So I'm going to just hold them on. I'm going to hold on to them. They're not going to be your choice. They're my choice. So I'm going to put them here, and they're going to hang out with me. Hi, Lisa. All right. So items to choose from. This is an old ink well and pen, and it's a pheasant. So are you thinking of writing something? Are you thinking of a creative project? Are you writing a book? Do you need to write someone a letter? Wouldn't it be neat to get a letter in the mail the old fashioned way? I like this, old fashioned. Is there a connection? Does this remind you of someone in your life? The pheasant talks about prosperity, but it also talks about knowing your own value and worth. I think it's absolutely stunning. I love it. So there's that, the old inkwell and pen and quill, right? And there's this silver goblet, and you can see there's a wise old oak. So this is talking about the wisdom of the ages. This takes me back to my Celtic roots. I'm Welsh and Norwegian, and I love the forest. I grew up in the forest. Also talks about how you think about the roots of the trees. Trees hold hands underneath the ground, their roots. They all hold their hands together. This also makes me think of past life. It also makes me think of a celebration ceremony. So why would you choose that item? And then there's this item, which is a couple talking. They're very interested in each other. They're quite comfortable with one another, aren't they? They're not focusing on anybody else or anything else except for each other. Do you miss someone? Are you thinking of connecting with someone right now? I am. I told you. I'm wearing my mom's pearls and I'm connecting with my mom, but I'm also connecting with the love of my life. That's him right here. This is me over here. So whether someone is with you or they're in spirit, the love is never gone. You're always connected. Um, time, space, death doesn't change anything. Time, space doesn't change anything. Where there is love, love remains. So is that an item that you would choose from? So those are the 3 items to choose from. And the decks that we're going to use today, as I said, I'm going to do, I have to light our incense, don't I? I lit incense in my house, so I've got incense going everywhere. So I thought I had it already lit. And this is interesting incense. It's mugwort, which makes me think of this. So I guess I like this, the mugwort. It's for cleansing. It's a very healing property. So it doesn't have a flowery sweet smell. It has a smell like I don't like the smell of sage either. And it has the same properties. It cleanses and purifies and heals. Isn't she adorable? Anyway, she's holding on to her star. That message is, shoot for the moon. You'll land amongst your stars. Don't let go. She's not letting go. All right. You guys are a little bit tight with me, though. Let me put you down here. I don't have to hold on to you because I'm here. I'll just keep him here. All right. So we're going to work with the Archangel Power tarot card deck. Well, there's the first message. And the item that we're working with first is the goblet. I don't necessarily go in order, so we'll put it right here. Is that kind of where you could see it? The goblet. And the first message is to stay determined. So here's your message. It is the 9 of Gabriel. The number 9, I don't know if it's kind of there. The number 9 represents, it says you've got everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. So is there something you're procrastinating in regards to putting down roots somewhere, in regards to a toast, in regards to a ceremony, in regards to wisdom of the ages? They're telling you to stay determined. I think of farming. I mean, look at him. He's a farmer. Somebody said this morning they saw me in a dream and I was a community leader. I was the go-to person, she said. And I said, I don't want to be a leader and I don't want followers. But Aries people are expected to lead because we light fire under people and we get things going. It's just what we do. So I would prefer to be a leader of cats. But this is about preparing for any possibility. This is about environmental activism. So for me, obviously, my as I said, the only ones I want to lead are cats. And I've got a little farm. And my farm is right here. And what I grow are cats. And so this is staying determined for me. You've got everything you need to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Why are you procrastinating? Is there something that you're thinking of doing? Number 9, I pay attention to numbers. I pay attention to all the details. And it talks about sticking to the plans that you have, right? Digging in here. I've got to make sure that you guys can see that. Let me take this forward for the people on. Gosh, the lighting is awful for YouTube, isn't it? Sorry about that. Can you see that? The farmer? And Archangel Gabriel is standing behind you. And Archangel Gabriel, that's who came to me and asked me if I would accept the assignment that I have, which is my spiritual path. She is the messenger. So the messenger is beside you, behind you, with you, walking with you. So you're going to be getting signs and messages about what you need to do. You're being told not to give up on something. You're being told that courage is needed now, maybe more than ever, to stay determined and continue moving forward. Like you've come a long way already. And Spirit says you've got more work to do and your work is very valuable. So this is also a message. If you look at this fellow here, he's very resolute. He's dug his spade into the ground, and he's standing there firm in his path. And so this is the message right now, that you need to stand your ground in order to continue forward with what you have created. You're on the right path. You need to prepare for any possibility, anything that comes up. You've already proven yourself. You've already accomplished. It's not about that. It's about continuing moving forward confidently, knowing that you are secure on this path. My gosh, it's so bright. How can it be so bright backwards? The light, even though the light's behind me, I feel like I'm being blinded here. This is also a message about, you might be tired. Like, I sound tired. I am tired. I've been tired for quite a long time. And after this, I'm going to rest. I'm not going to push myself. It's going to be definitely a day of rest for me. So even though you are tired, Spirit says continue to push forward. Maybe you're in a challenging situation, but Spirit says if you are, it's the last of your challenging situations. Stick to your plans. If you're feeling kind of run down, you've got the ability to push away sickness or illness. You've got the ability to I'm just paying attention to what's happening with my puppies. They're chasing a squirrel. So the squirrel talks about preparedness. The squirrel talks about prepare for change, but also prepare for any possibility. I have to rock. That's what I need to do. I need to rock back and forth. That makes me feel better. So that's the first message for those who chose the goblet. Okay. So I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to go to my deck. Am I going to go to my deck? No, I'm not going to go to my deck. Not yet. That will do. I'll do that when we do the private readings or the personal readings. So correct for neutrality. For those who chose the pen and quill, the ink and quill, or the pen and ink, or time to write a letter, time to get creative, maybe you need to take notes in regards to something. I have clients, and when I read with them, they take notes. I've been doing a lot of creative work myself right now. Maybe you're writing a song. Maybe you're trying to compose your thoughts. Maybe you're trying to figure out a proposal of something. Let's see what Spirit says. You don't have to go through it alone. I have seen Archangel Ariel show up. Even though there may be challenges or confusion or competition, Spirit shows that if you work for us, we work for you. And that's a nice sign for me, because Archangel Ariel is the angel of finances, but she's the angel of animals. And so when I help the animals, she helps me. And I told her I need her help right now, because I have two new strays that have, well, one new stray and one that's returned, that have come to my front door that I'm taking care of. And I'm asking for her help in regards to them. They're going to need to get neutered so that they don't make more babies out there. So I like to see it when she shows up. Correct for neutrality. It's interesting. I don't know why my vibe is so low. I must be connected to somebody else right now. So I'm going to say something. That's what it is. I'm connecting to someone else, and they're feeling low vibe right now. They're feeling low energy. My best friend is moving. She's bought property in 29 Palms, 5.5 acres. How beautiful is that? I would kill for 5.5 acres of my own land. Land is sacred. And I said, I'm feeling really down and really tight and really tired. And she said, it's me. So I take back all of my power, and I give you back all of yours. And if there's anyone else connecting to me, I take back all of my power, and I give you back all of yours, because I need my vibe to lift right now. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So for those who chose the pen, the quill, the nib, however you might call it, Archangel Power Tarot is what we're working with. I love my archangels. Obviously, Ariel showed up already, and Archangel Gabriel, the ones I work with often. So who's coming out next? Ooh, Archangel Gabriel. How interesting. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel again. What you see in this scene here, it's Cinderella. I'm trying to tilt it so that they can see it on YouTube. This is Gabriel. Oh, sideways. That's Gabriel, and here's Cinderella. Basically, Spirit says this is the 10 of wands. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of, you've been doing a lot. You're exhausted. This is definitely me right now. And so she's standing there, and everything is spick and span all around her. Like, I don't do anything until my house is immaculate. And it's immaculate. I was dragging yesterday. Here's an example. I'll use myself because I can't use you. So I kept thinking, I want to lay in my hammock. I have this beautiful hammock, and it's from Bali, and it's got these um, macrame crocheted little frills. It's beautiful. And I kept thinking, I'm just going to lay down in that hammock as soon as I get done, as soon as I get done. But then I had to break down all the boxes that were in my storage unit to make more room. And then I had to go clean up the dog poop. And then I had to, oh, shoot, I need to go do this. And you know what? I didn't vacuum the house yet. This is working yourself into the ground until you sound like me, until you're tired. Spirit says we need to work smarter, not harder. Ask Archangel Gabriel to come and bring you the right people, helpful people that will lighten your load, bring you with the right connections, arrange things for you so that you don't have to work as hard. You've been working too many hours. You've been trying to please too many people. And Archangel Gabriel says, let us help you. There's more than one archangel at your disposal. There's more than one angel. There's more than one friend. And Spirit says it's time now. You aren't Cinderella. You don't have to work this hard. It's so funny. I was literally called that as a little girl. And because of that, I attached to that idea that this is what was required of me. You know, I was the fixer, I was the cleaner, I was the hard worker. That was a very honorable thing. And I recognized that my grandmother worked really, really hard all the time, and she took care of everyone in the family. And I remember I said to my friend the other day, I just realized something that I've done. I've set myself up for failure because I said, I want to be just like my grandma. I was so proud of my grandma. I thought she was such an icon for me. She was my idol. She was not my idol. She was my hero. She was a hard worker. She loved everyone. She had a garden. She had pets. She took care of the kids. She was tired though. She would fall asleep in her chair. And I realized that I did become just like my grandmother. And it's not necessary. It's important that we have balance in our life, and it's something that I need to work on. I've spoken many times about my past generational alcoholism on both sides of my family. For 5 generations back, the men were alcoholics, except for my son and my grandson and my cousin Garth. Everyone else, and none of the women except for my paternal grandmother. But what did that make the rest of us? The rest of us were codependent. We felt like we needed to fix everything. We were the fixers. I was set up that way in my family. My mom would come to me with her problems with my dad. My dad would come to me with his problems, and I was in the middle. And I took pride in it. I took pride in being the fixer. It's like, I don't want to be the fixer anymore. I don't want to be the fixer. I don't want to be Cinderella. I don't want to be like my grandmother was. I admire that I have qualities like my grandmother, but I am not choosing to be Cinderella. So, and it's admirable that we want to help. It's admirable that we want to do all of this work. It's admirable to be a hard worker. But Spirit says it's taking a toll. It's taking too big of a toll. It's not worth it. And it's not what's required. You know, it's important that we have determination and a sheer will to push forward, especially as an Aries, right? This is a fire energy here. That's who I am, but I need to ask for help, and it took a long time for me to learn to ask for help. But it's funny that Spirit will bring us help in the form of many different ways, and we will reject it. Like someone says, hey, let's go to lunch, and we go to lunch, and the person says, here, let me take that, and you say, oh no, it's okay, I'll get it. You just asked for help, and Spirit wanted to get someone wanted to give you something. So the next time someone wants to give you something, someone wants to give you an item. Oh, I saw this the other day and I thought of you. Oh no, you don't need to. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Your kids. I remember, because I was such a neat freak and I was such a perfectionist. My dad's a perfectionist. I was a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist. So my kids would have assignments, I vacuum or do the dishes or whatever, but they didn't do it as well as I did it. So I ended up doing it myself, and they knew that I would, so they didn't do it. We do this in relationships as well. I have clients that struggle constantly, a client specifically, and she's the hard worker. She's the one that does it, and her husband is kind of a hippie and he doesn't really do a lot, and she does all the work. And I said, it's because you will do it. Hi, Suzanne. If you do all the work, no one else has to. You'll do it. I told you my inheritance was stolen. My brother stole my inheritance, took everything, and his excuse was, Cher can handle it. She can handle it. She'll make something of herself. She always does. She always lands on her feet. She's a cat. She always lands on her feet. That was unfair. But maybe we have to examine, where do we set ourselves up? Do we do all of it? Are we figuring it out? Are we taking all the steps for both sides? Because that's not our job, right? And we don't have to please other people. We can delegate responsibility to spirit, to family, to coworkers, to children. We need to reduce our stress. We need to release feelings of guilt. We need to improve our schedules. What is it that I'm obligated to do? And what is it that I'm over? Where am I over giving? I am over giving. I'm over it, but I'm over giving as well. So recognize when you overgive. Sometimes you don't have to fix it. And I apologize to my friend Lisa. I apologize to my friends when they've come to me and just wanted to have someone listen. And I felt like I was supposed to fix it, because that's how I was raised, and that's what I thought that was me loving you, I'm trying to show you how you can fix it. It's not my job to fix you. It's not my job to tell you how to fix yourself or anybody else. It's my job to take care of myself, right? So Spirit says there may be a lot of burdens that have been put upon you, and you're like, yeah, well, I would love to delegate authority, but nobody else gets anything done. Well, what do I need to learn from this situation? What is my position? What is the image that I'm portraying to other people? Am I trying too hard to please other people? Am I trying too hard to get people to like me? Right? And it doesn't matter so much what everybody else thinks. If it's, what do you think of yourself? What do you think about what you're doing? Your choices. This is what makes me happy. I'm choosing what makes me happy. This also speaks about the fact that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is Archangel Gabriel standing there saying, I am here to help you. I am willing to help you if you will let me. So get out of my way and let me help you. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is an overdeveloped sense of responsibility. I'm not responsible for you. You're not responsible for me, right? I'm responsible for myself, my own path. And I cheer you on. And I know you can do it. I know you've got the capability of handling all this yourself, and good for you, right? This also might just be that you're just working too many hours. Don't be a workaholic. It isn't sexy. It isn't. I don't want a workaholic for a partner. I want somebody who's going to spend time with me, which is a great segue into this item. So this is obviously the item that I choose. I want this. If you're my friend, you communicate with me. If you want to be in my life, you will communicate with me. Now, this is obviously, this person is talking and this person is listening. You can't both be talking at the same time, right? Sometimes you just need to listen. So are you trying to call this in? Because if you want someone to be a friend, you need to be a friend, right? If you want someone to have a relationship with, a relationship requires two, not just one. Maybe there's something you need to discuss. Maybe you need to listen to somebody else's perspective. Maybe somebody's got an idea that you hadn't thought of. Correct for neutrality on right now. I'm hearing the song, You're Too Sweet for Me. Well, if I'm too sweet for you, then I'm not for you, right? This person says, I take my whiskey neat, my bed at 3, my coffee black. You're too sweet for me. Then go away. You're not mine, and I don't want you. Correct for neutrality. So for those who chose the couple talking, somebody's trying to figure out how can we compromise? How can we, this is who I am and this is who you are. Can we meet in the middle? Is there somewhere we can meet in the middle? Correct for neutrality. So 2 cards. 4 fell on the ground, but 2 were upright, so I'm taking them both. Justice. This is the scales of justice. This is a Libra card. This may be you. This is balance again, right? This is to fight for justice, to fight for equality. This is about if there is a court proceeding, a ruling goes in your favor. If someone's making a decision and a third party is making a decision between others, you are chosen. It goes in your favor. This is also don't give up, fight for equality. And then here comes Gabriel again. And she says, a gift of passion, an opportunity, an inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Suzanne, I can't help but see the farmland and my friend Serenity's land. I said that to her too. Wow. I'm so excited just vicariously living through her with the ability to have 5.5 acres to develop and do whatever she wants with. Gosh, how exciting is that? So this is the ace coming in. It's like a big offer coming in. So there's an opportunity coming up. Maybe you didn't realize that you were the one that was chosen, or you're about to be chosen. Anything else specifically? So I'm looking at the number 8, infinite supply, never-ending supply. There's a never-ending supply from spirit. There is enough money. There is enough food. There's enough housing. There is enough love. There's enough friendship. There's enough for everyone to go around. There's enough. So get away from any lack of what is it? Consciousness, lack of consciousness, or consciousness of lack? Consciousness of lack. Breezer, that's just giving me a reminder to pop on my frankincense. Oh, let's do that again because mine just ran out. I only had a little piece and I wanted to, this is growing up with my grandmother as my guide. I don't waste anything, and a little piece broke off and I wanted to use that first. Why do you not want to come out of there? All right, so let's light up the next little piece. So maybe there's a message in that, right? One step at a time, a little bit at a time. You don't have to do it all at once. You can try a little bit, like with my friend's land that she's thinking of getting. Well, I've got one friend thinking of getting land and one friend who is getting land. And that's what she's doing. She's fixing up one thing at a time. She doesn't have the money to get it all done at once. But you know what? That's the fun part, right? It's like doing a little bit at a time. It's creating. I just created a little cabinet and painted it and changed it all. It took a long time, but it was fun to do it as I watched it morph into different things. So I want to go back to the Justice card. This is assurance. This is assurance that the right decision is going to be made. So if you're concerned about you making the wrong decision in regards to something, but if there's a court case, or if there's a settlement, or if there's other issues that someone else is deciding where maybe things have been unfair, Spirit says this is bringing things back into balance. Again, balance has come out in the reading before, hasn't it? You're soon going to be able to put the challenge behind you, which was the other message about where Gabriel was standing behind the farmer. It's a challenge that you have right now, but you're going to soon be able to put that behind you. This is confirmation yet again. It also is giving you encouragement to stand up for what it is that you want. Empower yourself. Make decisions that are based on what your heart is calling you to do, what your soul is calling you to do. It's also important because this couple is sitting here talking, right? To consider the other people involved, right? To make fair decisions. If you are the one that's bringing about the result of something, it's going to have to be measured. I'm going to come across in a way that's kind. I'm going to come across in a way that's fair and just to everyone involved. I'm not just thinking of myself. Even though I am following my heart, I am also, like, I had kids. I obviously am going to not choose something that was going to make my kids miserable, right? I actually made choices based on my children my whole life and didn't consider myself, and that wasn't balanced either. I left my home in Canada for my daughter, and she ended up returning back to Canada, and I had walked away from my home and my life. And that was an imbalanced decision. It was an impulsive decision. So don't make impulsive decisions also. Try to seek whatever it is that's equal for everyone. Set aside your emotion and be more logical, because the justice situation would be coming from a place of intellect, right? There's probably maybe legal documents coming in that you need to pay attention to. So going back to Gabriel, she's on the land. Can't help but see it. She's on the land. I love my land. I love my property. And I have a little farm here myself. It's a farm of animals. And I have quite a few of them. And I would like to build a couple of more holding places to help them. So this, as Spirit, the first message is that there's a gift. You look at her, she's got the trumpet. So that's an announcement of some sort coming. So a gift is coming your way. Yay! The answer is yes. Did you hear, Spirit? A gift is coming your way. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity that's going to bring inspiration. It's going to light a fire under your ass. Don't hesitate to move forward on this. It isn't necessary for you to know every single step of the way. Remember, we're just lighting a little bit at a time. We're just looking at just the preliminary of getting going. But Spirit says, even though you don't have to know all the details, they're not asking you to wait. Remember the other message about Cinderella. You're not doing this all alone. You've got someone helping you here, right? Someone may be following someone somewhere. I'm hearing the song Apple Bottom Jeans, Boots with the Fur. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Makes me think of me. I used to dance to this song, and my spiritual twin was there with me. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her, but she's only looking at you, right? What else? Could be a new job. Could be an opportunity to do something that you haven't even considered previously. Some new adventure is coming. I'm all about adventure. I like adventure. New ideas. All right, you guys, that's the reading for the pick an item. But now I'm going to open up the floor to those who would like to have a personal reading. And I know already that Breezer does. So I'm going to start with her. Or I don't even know if you are a female, Breezer, from Australia, Queensland. And I've got 4 different decks that I'm going to be working with. And we're going to begin right now. So if you guys would like, Suzanne, if you'd like a message, Lisa, if you'd like a message, let me know. So for Breezer, correct for neutrality, let me know. I'm wrapping these readings up a little shorter. They used to go really, really long, but I just don't have the strength to do it that long. And it's a lot for you guys to sit and let it go that long. Correct for neutrality for Breezer. Hold strong. No one can take your power away unless you allow them to take it. That goes with our reading as well. No one can take your power away unless you allow it to be taken. So what did I say? I take back my power and I give you back all of yours. Female. Yes. Well, that was your message. Lisa, would you like a message? Suzanne, would you like a message? Katie, would you like a message? I'm going to ask for one for serenity. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For serenity. That's my friend. She can't get online right now. Correct. She's the one who's got the property. So let's see what she's got. She got 2. Compassion for all. Be gentle with yourself. So compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. So I can't help but see all these little animals, and it makes me think of my 2 new freeloaders that I'm taking care of. Thank you. And yes, feel this very strong at the moment. Wonderful. You're so welcome. I've got Buster. He just showed up. Never seen him before. And he's now being fed by me. And I've got Licorice, who has been around my property for over 2.5 years, was out at the same time that Sammy was, but ran away. And I thought that he was gone, and he's back. And now he comes here breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is confirmation to me that I'm doing the right thing. So how does this relate to you? Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend compassion to all beings today, including yourself, right? Like I get to lay in that hammock today. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. There's that message. And then be gentle with yourself. She's going through a lot too, my friend. She's been very, very tired. So take your foot off the gas. Don't push yourself so hard. She said to me today, she's just gonna relax. She took a bath last night, and after I went and took a bath too. And I sent her, I said, I'm in the bathtub, the bathtub. I have these kittens. I've got triplets plus baby Henry Higgins. My triplets are probably 5 months old now. They've never seen me in the tub. Isn't that a sad thing? It's been their play toy. All the toys are in the tub and they play in there and they play hockey in that tub. So I got into the tub and they thought, what on earth is she doing in there? I was taking a bath. It had been that long and my legs were aching, my back was aching, everything was aching, and I finally did it. So take your foot off the gas. Don't push yourself so hard. If you need to rest, then take a break. The world won't fall apart if you nap. Renew, dear one. You are a treasure. Be gentle with yourself. No one else is asking for a reading. I find that very intriguing. I know that Julie wants a reading, Julie Zachariah, and I know that Lisa probably wants a reading. And I would think that Suzanne, I just got this message about, I got something here. Spruce up your nest. I look at that little trailer and I think of my little trailer and I think of my girlfriend putting ADUs on her property. And I think about your Suzanne. It's time for a little spring cleaning. Your home is sacred and your surroundings matter. Honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space by giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head and new room for great art awaits. Spruce up your fabulous nest. Hi. Okay, I'm going to pull a message for you guys. I just got a message for friends that are watching. They aren't able to speak, but I'll pull you guys a message from my deck, the Spiritual Cheerleader Oracle. I don't want to I don't want to give a message to you, Lisa or Suzanne, without you saying it's okay. So I don't want to be, like I said, I'm here to help. I'm not here to tell you. I don't want to control it. So unless I get a thumbs up or a heart or a yes, I won't do a reading for you. But I am doing a reading for the ones who just said they were watching from somewhere else. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is your message? Ooh, 2 messages flew out. That's fun. This is beautiful, and this is also beautiful. So here we have Archangel Raphael. So happy to announce that a healing has come to you now. I am Archangel Raphael, and I have heard and answered your prayers. Thank you for trusting me to help you with this very challenging situation. Yes, your heart has felt tender, and your body has been taxed, and your mind has been troubled, but relief is now here. You must trust the situation is in the process of health and healing. Please now release all anxiety. Give yourself the time and space to rest, recharge, relax, and allow for a renewal. All physical manifestations have an emotional root cause. If it hasn't already happened, you will soon feel a great sense of relief. Your body is now taking a deep cleansing breath in. We did this last time. And releasing all the emotional trauma that has resulted in a sense of illness. Trust that a healing is happening in your familial and personal relationships, within your body, within your work situations, within your finances, and within your love life. Doesn't that feel amazing? I am so happy to be able to help you with this. Please, next time, do not hesitate to call upon me. I am always at your service. So there's that. And this one, I told you I was sitting here with the love of my life. I don't know why I run away. In truth, you do. You were hurt by another, and so before you will allow yourself to be hurt again, you will run away. Often we will not see what we are doing, but we are in fact projecting our pain onto another. So we engage in a game of runner-chaser. This does the opposite of what we think it will. If I really matter to you, you will chase me when I run from you. And yet when you chase me, it scares me. We believe we want freedom when we truly wish to be loved. These are childish games that, as awakened individuals, we must see as old patterns that need breaking. Why run from what we truly desire? Why project what another has done onto someone new? That's not fair or valid. Everyone has their own story, and just because I remind you of another in some and maybe many ways, I am not them. Also, if you continue to run away from me, I will stop chasing you. You will turn around and I will be gone. Is that what you want? I will not chase you. I have been a chaser in the past. I will not chase anyone because what you chase runs from you. So why would you do that? It's counterproductive. It's also an idea, a project. It doesn't have to be a person. If you constantly are running at something, trying to make something happen, trying to control it, it's not going to work, right? You need to relax. All right. So there's that. And like I said, I love my spiritual twin. He's my twin. He'll always be my twin. But I'm not going to chase him. I deserve better than that. I deserve somebody who wants to be here with me. But the love remains. I don't chase my kids either. The love remains, right? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for myself. And I'm going to see. I hear blame going back and forth right now. Somebody blaming another. And everybody's responsible for their own life. So don't blame anyone else. We're here, to learn our lessons and move forward and expand and grow. And challenges are put in our way, but don't waste time blaming a situation or anyone else. If you don't like something in your life, do something to change it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For myself, what is the message that Spirit wants to give me? Renewal. That's pretty cool. Rest. Switch off the mind. A short holiday would do a world of good at this time. A change of scenery results in renewed clarity and a sense of purpose. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I'm going to be taking a trip to Joshua Tree to see my girlfriend Serenity. It won't be very long. It'll probably be only overnight. But 5.5 hours I can do it. Spend one night and whip back for all the animals waiting for me. So maybe that's something that you need to do as well. It also talks about a renewal of some sort. So it could be a renewal of a project and a renewal of a relationship. I'm hoping for a renewal of friendship with my daughter and my son. I always hope for a renewal of that. So that's it, you guys. Everyone's being really quiet and it's kind of freaking me out. It's already nerve-wracking to sit here and only hear myself. But nobody's communicating except for Breezer. So I very much appreciate you communicating with me. It's hard for me to have a conversation by myself. That's why this is important, right? I don't get to do very well with you in my life if we don't communicate. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. Nobody else has asked for a reading. And I hope that you've gotten messages for yourself. And we're wrapping up a little bit early today, and that's good. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you've gotten some information that's been helpful. And if you feel that anybody else could benefit from this, I would ask you to share the reading. And I'm available for private readings if you would like to look further into whatever situation is going on in your life. Other than that, I love you. Send you love. Take care. And I'm going to end it.